Caught him red-handed. Caught him red-handed again, yes. Watch Peppa Pig instead. Look. Peppa. What?
Mama, Tisha.
Don't touch.
Mama, wow.
Oh man, I swear I'm going. I don't know. I just don't know how people do it, but I'm trying my best. But anyways, enough of him. I smell my rice and peas cooking. Pitney, stop touch them. Come on. All right, so this is what's happening here on a Sunday. What's this? Miss Pretty. All dressed up and stuff. All right, this is the real deal over here. So I happen to be cooking rice and peas today. Something I haven't done in a while now. Look at that, and it smells good too. The only thing missing in this is like a really nice green pepper or red. But I just put enough black pepper in to kind of give that a little peppery flavor. But it's still quite not the same. You know, for all them Jamaican real cooks out there, they know. Ain't the same with black pepper. But I didn't have like Scotch bonnet pepper and stuff like that. But I mean, I have used this red peas that I got from like the African store. So it's close to what we would have back at home. So this is what I'm using. And of course, a scallion. I've got that in, and I dropped like 2 of these little Maggies to give it that little flavor, you know, the all-purpose one. This is like the brown one that I also bought in the African store. But I did use this garlic. It's like all organic. I used that when I was cooking my peas. So that's what's with it. And this is my rice that I have washed here. Just a little bit because it's just for the kids and we really don't eat a lot. I only cook rice and peas like probably like 2 times a year. And I personally don't really eat it. I mean, I will taste a little bit, but I'm not going to really have rice and peas for my dinner. It's full of calories and no, I'm not really doing that. I will make something. I will show you what I'm making for my dinner later. But, you know, we use a little bit of sugar in our rice and peas as Jamaicans. I don't think it's such a healthy choice, but I did put a little bit of this stevia. And the stevia is similar to like the sugar. It's like it's the crystals, as you can see here. But it's a sweetener, but it has less calories than actual sugar. So I used a wee bit in my rice and peas over here. And of course I did put my little bio-grown thyme that I have here, all natural. So that I also used in my rice and peas. I did use some sea salt also. This coconut milk here. This coconut milk is actually very organic. So in this part of the world, it's considered as bio. So as you can see, this sign represents for like organic products, which is like bio that they call it here, just like you see here with the garlic. So that's what I'm using as a coconut milk. So it's all natural without sugar, just show it's sugar free. It's not as rich and thick as the others, you know, that's full of additives and so. And I'm using this solo butter here, like it's cooking butter that I also put. And I did toss a wee bit of this herbal Italian's herb, it's called. So I did put a little bit of this. So the language is in, yeah, these products are written between Dutch and French and German. You might find a little bit of them with a little bit of English writing on them, but not normally. So this one also is bio-organic. So as you can see here. So this is like in German up here. writing. And then another part is in like English over here. But most times you see it's either in French and German and Dutch and stuff like that, but hardly any English. So these are pretty much what I put in. Of course, I did say I put some black pepper in, but these are pretty much what I have put in my rice and peas. And I'm going to add, at this point, I'm just cooking down a little bit of the coconut milk. I'm gonna add this a little bit of rice here that I have. It's time to add it because, you know, look at that. My scallion, my thyme, you know, all the spices, all the herbs, everything all seasoned up and ready for the rice to get in so it can make it delicious. And it smells really good too. Like the flavor is really popping. So it's all ready and waiting to make that. And oh, this rice is like long grain rice. It's like parboiled. I mean, I have a lot of these that I got, so I'm using them, but I normally would buy like the brown rice, brown basmati. So, but I have a ton of these and I'm using them. Why not? And for the meat, I have a little parcel here that was pre-seasoned with some chicken breast, or we call it chicken fillet, so without bones. And I also have a pack here that was in the freezer with some vegetables that I'm going to make on the side, and which is why I'm not doing a ton load of rice. So it's really a little bit of rice, it's really not a lot. So I'm going to just kind of steam this down a little bit, and also with this pre-seasoned chicken breast. That's going to be the kids' dinner, and you will see what I'm having for mine, because I'm really not going to have like rice and peas. My diet, I really follow like a ketogenic diet, so that's really how I eat like 95% of the time, like for like dinner and stuff like that. Look at the background, as always. Yeah. And this Miss Pretty here, wow, nice stamps. Look at that. She gets any prettier. So she was out taking tons of pictures for her Instagram. She's all dressed up. She does her own makeup. She does my makeup too. Can't you tell? Because I don't know jack shit about makeup. So, but I'm learning though. But that's her, all hot and nice. And this is her little photographer over here. Hey, Mr. Photographer man. He's the one who takes her pictures and stuff. But they be doing what they doing, and they chilling and stuff, while I be putting my rice in my pot so they can have dinner, because it's like 5 o'clock, I think. So I'm going to pack these away, add my rice in, start doing the chicken over here. And then I will show what I'm going to have for my dinner, because I'm more like a keto diet person. I do eat naughty sometimes from time to time. I like to eat my little boy's snack, that little Leafy over there. I eat his snacks with cheese all the time, his little biscuits and stuff. I like to eat those away, but you'll see what my dinner's gonna be. So stay tuned, you guys. Mwah. Now fast forward. This is the steamed vegetables. That's gonna go with the rice and peas. Over there, rice and peas almost done. And this chicken is as good as done too. This is just the chicken breast. And I added a little bit of water and ketchup because it was pre-seasoned and in the freezer for a while. So the flavor is really high. So I just added a little ketchup to make the sauce with some water. And the rice and peas is quite buttery, so they don't need a ton load of sauce with this, with the rice. So that's why I did this amount, and I'm gonna turn this off because this is as good as done. I'm just waiting for the vegetables to steam down a little bit, and dinner is ready. Let's see the finishing product. Now, rice and peas is done. This is how it turned out. Not as shelly as it could have been, but yeah. It's a little bit soft, but it's okay, I guess. So this is the end result of that, and everything is ready, and I'm gonna dish them out. And the taste test, me actually having some with a little bit of ketchup. Look at that. Like I said, it's not that shelly, but it's still okay. Turns out just fine, and I'm not the greatest cook anyways, with rice and peas, that is. I'll make other delicious, I'm not the best at rice and peas, but this is still very good. I've also done better before too, so yeah. This is all I'm gonna have. Like I said, I'm gonna make my own dinner. But this is the taste test. Ooh. That's for me. Yeah, this is not my real dinner though. So this is what it turned out to be. So there's one for my daughter, for my son, and for the little one. He hardly ever eats chicken, so I gave him like 2 little bumps. I hope he'll eat it. He probably still won't. Most times I just have to give him rice alone, or maybe with a little bit of ketchup, because he doesn't want to eat meat, especially chicken. Sometimes he'll eat beef, sometimes he'll eat like pink salmon and so, but today it's chicken, and I gave him 2 little pieces, and I'm hoping he'll eat it. But this is the final. So see, I didn't need more rice actually than that, and there's still a little bit left over in the pot, so I didn't have to do more than what I did. Now my kids are all ready to go eat with the vegetables and the rice. It's not all that shelly, but you know what? It's sort of on the soft side, but it happens, huh? And the flavor is good, so who cares? Texture is important, but the taste is really, really good. The only thing that's missing is that real pepper, that genuine peppery flavor. And you know, it's for the kids, so no big deal. But if I had like Scotch bonnet pepper or so, but I didn't have, I used the black pepper, but it is still fine. And it's still good, no big deal. My kids will go eat now because it's like after 5 or 5:45, I think it is. I never know what time it is, oh my God. But kids, you can all come. They're all waiting, and they're gonna eat my head off because they've been waiting forever to eat. Well, and this is what he did as a fix-up. So he claimed to have fixed the chair back. Ooh, a ghost. Spook! Oh my, a spook! A ghost! So he's playing ghost with me. It's eating time. Come on, let's go. Oh my! Who is that? Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go eat, and I'm gonna show afterwards what I'm going to eat. So yes, I'm gonna make my dinner afterwards. But let me first give my kids food, then I can eat always later. Spook. Okay. So an introduction of what I will have for dinner instead. So, you know, my kids just had rice and peas and those vegetables with a little bit of chicken and so. And I will have, for example, beef with broccoli. Now, I have some broccoli here. And I have my beef over here. It's a little piece of beef. That's the first thing. Just a little tiny bit just for me. And this is a part of my keto diet meal plan. So it's gonna be that beef with the broccoli with a little bit of mushroom flavored soy sauce. This is, I bought in the Asian food store. I don't normally shop in there, but yesterday I was passing by and I needed a bottle of this. So I went and I grabbed this, so I don't know how it will taste. It's my first time buying it. Normally I would have bought the organic one, but yeah. I didn't get the chance to buy that, but I'm gonna also add into that some ginger here. It's bio, because I mostly use bio stuff, and this is the little logo that represents bio foods and stuff and bio products. So also I will add some, this is garlic powder, So of course it's in like Dutch, and it's also bio. I will be using these in the ingredients, and of course with coconut oil. So this is extra virgin coconut oil, as it's saying here in Dutch, cocos oily, and it also is organic, really natural stuff. So I will just, grab my pan. Oh, I need to wash it from after I made dinner for the kids. I'm gonna clean it. I'm gonna cut my beef here into little, this is the chateau steak, by the way. So this like is a really flavorful part of the cow. Yeah, a really flavorful piece of beef that's actually very soft. So this is what I will be using, and I'm gonna make them into little just little strips. Yeah, I'm not gonna just do it like that whole, and I'm gonna just like pan fry it in my skillet, or frying pan as we call it. Yeah, over here they're still dirty, gotta go clean them, and I'm gonna fry it until it gets brown a little bit. Then I will add the broccoli. I will, cut it into little florets. So I will do them in about this size, like this. And I will just add, of course I'm going to do it in the coconut oil, and then I will just add these as the flavorings, as the spices. And so a little bit of soy sauce with a little bit of ginger powder and some garlic powder. So that's the ingredients for this particular meal. So that's what I'm going to have for dinner. As you can see, that's just it. That's just gonna be my dinner. Just a little piece of beef with a few broccoli florets in the coconut oil, and then of course the mushroom flavored soy sauce with some ginger powder and garlic, and that's gonna be it. I don't normally eat potatoes. I don't normally eat rice for sure, and those things. So yeah, that's pretty much how my diet, or my keto diet goes. So that's what I'll be having. I'm about to go prepare it. I did taste out a good amount of the rice and peas though, with a little bit of ketchup. So, but yeah, it was really nothing, not to fill me up or anything like that. And I have to be careful on how much of that I eat, because that's not what I really want to eat. So it was delicious though, no kidding. But yes, that's what I'm going to have, and then I'm gonna almost soup put my kids to bed. Or not my kids, but that little one there, the little rascal one there who never behaves. Yes, I will put to bed after I have dinner. So that's just about how my Sunday went. Barbara came over and made me some rice and peas. Did a little bit of cleaning too. Yeah, y'all didn't get to see that, but yes. So until next time, let's cut. Okay, so I finally cut up my beef into, little bite sizes. And I have also prepared my broccoli here. And now all I have to do, I've also put the coconut oil on. So I have a little bit of coconut oil. And all I need to do now is just put all my little beef. I don't need to season this. I don't need to put like anything before I bake it here in the pan. I just need to kind of brown them a little bit. And once I do that, to a stage where I'm comfortable with, I will just put the broccoli so I'm going to let this catch a little bit of color first, and then after that, then I will just add my broccoli, and then finally my ginger, my garlic, and my soy sauce, my mushroom flavored soy sauce. So the coconut oil is already in. Now I'm just waiting for this. So my beef is brown enough to my suit. I don't like it too crispy, because then, it's not so tender. And it's at the stage where I'm just gonna add these little broccoli florets. And as soon as it steams through a little bit, I'll add a wee bit of water. Yep. And as soon as it steams through, I'm gonna cover this. So cover it, and I'm gonna let it steam through a bit, the broccolis, and then in the last few minutes, I will just add like these. So I'm just gonna turn it down a wee bit and let it just skim through. And yeah. So as you can see here, I have gone ahead and added the soy sauce, the ginger powder, and the garlic powder. And now I'm gonna let it cook through a little bit more, just to soften the broccolis just a wee bit more, because they're not that soft yet. Well, not all that soft. But I really don't want to overcook them, and I want to keep all the nutrients in, and so it's drying out. I'm gonna add a wee bit more water and then cover it and let it just steam down some more, and then it will be all ready. Okay, so yeah, wow, look at that. Wow. Smell that ginger. Oh my God. It smells so good. Now, let's do the taste test before I serve it out. Really delicious. And you taste the ginger. The ginger gives it this really popping flavor. And the beef is really soft and flavorful. Like I said, it's a chateau steak. And that one, particularly is very flavorful and soft. So let's dish it out. So let's dive in. I've put out my little Christmas mat. I've got around 6 of them. Haha. And I'm gonna be using it. Wow, look at that. So you can see how the soy sauce gave it like this really brown look, because in the beginning it didn't have such a dark appearance. It was more like white. And here it is. And this is all I'm having for dinner. This doesn't go with like potatoes or rice or other carbohydrates, stuff like that. So I'm having it. This is actually the meal itself. This is the ingredient. So that's it. And I'm gonna be using my steak knife here, kind of cut it. It's really soft though. So see how that sinks easily? Yeah, so I'm gonna dive in. I know this is not your average dinner on here, I know. But for me, it's a part of my ketogenic diet. Or ketogenic diet, however you pronounce it. Some people say keto, some say keto, whatever. Potato, same tomato. Ain't a big deal for me, but ooh. Let me dive in. Hear my Christmas old school carols. Ooh, 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 ooh. So yeah, I'm gonna go dive in. I'll see, or you'll see me next time. Ooh, I'm about tripping over everything here. Oh my God. This is kind of straightening my kitchen floor over. Oh my. But yes, until next time, my peeps. Ooh, we gonna eat. Mwah.